good because usually I'm the one doing all of the talking. Now I'll get Yogeshwaran sir also to do a lot of talking, and hopefully Nehal will have a couple of questions also to ask sir. But before we go into more details and everything else, I would like to let everybody know that if you're watching this on the YouTube link that was shared with you, you can also go to our Gigsy page on Facebook and see it live. You can also see this on my Facebook profile live, my Facebook profile, which is Vikram Parthan. And if you want to do this on Gigsy, on the Facebook Gigsy page, you can go to facebook.com/Gigsy Arts and take a look. Somebody is already seeing this. There are going to be slowly people coming on board and watching this. In the meantime, we will quickly send out other reminders to everyone about the fact that the interview is underway. Going to remind everybody right now so that we can have more and more people joining us today, because this is going to be an interesting chat. Sir, are you excited?
I'm really excited. I'm so happy to be in here. Vikram, Vikram, I'm ready.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. The pleasure is mine, and it's
Same
great
here.
to see you here as well.
Yeah.
Sir, for people who don't know you, for people who need to understand who you are, it'll be great to have an introduction from you from the horse's mouth itself. But before that, I will say whatever I know about sir.
Okay.
So, sir has been a voiceover artist for a really, really long time. How many years, etc. He will particularly talk about it. But his knowledge is unparalleled. I mean, he's got a lot of people, vying up to him, looking up to him to actually understand how voiceover works as an art form, and also use that to actually further his knowledge. Sir is a very, very selfless, very caring person, very gentle person as well. So, from whatever I have known little of sir over the past few months, he's made very good success out of using Gigsy also as a platform as a voiceover artist. Plus, he also sells a lot of shots as well, the video shots that come in with stock footage. So he sells those as well on the platform. Sir comes with extreme industry experience, and more than that, he's a great human being, right? So what I would like him to do is to quickly introduce himself from his perspective as well. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Vikram. That was a very great and a detailed introduction on myself.
Thank you,
And
sir.
people who are watching, thank you. People for first time people who are watching me live, Vanakkam, Namaste to all. Hope all are fine and doing great. Hope you all had your vaccination done. I know how it is. Okay, in a nutshell, I think Vikram has given you a detailed description about me. As a career, as a voice artist, how I'd been and how long I'd been traveling. Like it was all a humble start, like anybody else. Like it was way back in 2000, mid in 2008, during my late 30s, not knowing what to do when the corporate recession took my job. I was really left stranded, like many others, and I was skeptical to apply for any new job because of the bad market or the bad job market which was sustaining during those times. It was one day in that time, like we used to get that yellow pages. I saw an ad company, and they were saying that they were mentioning calling for an audition with a nice caption saying, "If you have a good voice, drop in for a voice test." Trust me, I didn't know the word meaning of what is audition. All I knew was auditorium. What was audition? I just searched what was audition, and I said, "Okay, fine, let's try to give a shot." And you know what we do when we're out of job, we try anything and everything. And I told my family and my people saying, there is something which is new, which is popping up in the market, and I just want to try. I always had a passion in voicing. Like I used to imagine when I see TV voices, like which comes in ads and documentaries, and think, what if I do them? How would it sound? What would it sound like? And that Nat Geo kind and ads and all stuff. But I had no clue on voice. All I knew was animation and dubbing, but which was far away from me. Animation, squeaking voice, and dubbing, or you need to have a dubbing card for that. Well, that was not my cup of tea those times. Like so, I was just discussing on a parallel note with my family and my mother and my wife. They told me that you had got a good education in schooling, and why don't you try and you also have a good, decent voice. And if something comes with voice, why don't you try that? That was little encouraging for me because such a new thing and such a raw thing in the market, which I have no clue about, no training, no. lot of apprehensions, lot of doubts, and all these things. So I gate crashed the industry, and I went to the tag company for the audition test, and they just gave me a paper and said that please go through this and read it and do with some modulation. It was for a ad, I think, and I did that, and they said you're okay, you're fine. Can you do the ad in real time? I said okay, fine, I'll do it. They asked me to come the next day. I did, and they paid me 1,000 rupees for a 30-second ad instantly. Wow, that was amazing for me the first time. 30 seconds, you get paid 1,000 rupees in 2009. I said, what is this? So easy, just for giving some inputs and some kind of doing some voice gimmicks, you get paid, and which is more attractive. The listeners listen in such a way that they are pleased and say that this is nice. So I thought, okay, we are going to satisfy the listeners. I'm not an RJ, I'm not a mimicry artist, I'm not a dubbing guy. The voice over is a big industry I found out. And I Google searched, and I should say really thanks to Mr. Sundar Pichai, and he's my higher secondary classmate in Vanwani School, IIT Madras, and for giving such a wonderful Google Drive engine, which has a lot of keyword inputs to explore the market, explore all levels of voiceover genres, and I just started
Mr.
trying those.
Sundar Pichai, if you're listening, sir has just given you one credit point. Yes, please continue, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it was so cool and good because the search engine, no, it's a biggest tool for me. Like even today, for many youngsters and for many people, for researchers, for many people, Google itself, it's a world of opportunity. And just type in any keyword and you get the details. What more you need? So I thought, try this keyword, try that keyword, find hookup companies, talk to them. By then, no, this kind of e-learning companies were popping up, and I just gate crashed with my CD samples. Those times no pen drive. So CD samples only email. If I write email, who will reply to me? Because I'm a newbie. So I just took the details and address, and I used to gate crash the companies, and with a CD, that CD would have my photo, my email ID, and some few samples. Imagine I just read content from my kids' school books, chemistry, physics, English, non detail, this, that, and all, English, Hindi, Tamil, this kind of voice or whichever part I knew which was comfortable for me. So that was it going, and I used to go to the companies and say that I'm a budding voice artist. If there is any opportunity, please consider me, and here is the sign. We would have vendor managers, we would have purchase managers, we have GM, so many people. Then you sometimes you drop in the reception and come back. And after 15 days, I'll give them a call, courtesy call, and say, I just came there to give my voice CD, and is there any hope or scope that I can come and do it? By then, one company identified, luckily, they had a new project coming up, and they said, please come to our studios, give an audition again, and we'll take up. So I traveled all a lot, and it was very nice that the company had given the opportunity, and they signed a contract on the same day for the next 1 year, and it was a sale from that place onwards. So getting identified matters a lot. Once you're getting identified by somebody who likes your voice, from there on it's a kickstart, which I learned it. And slowly I started practicing other voice genres in like ads, documentaries, e-learnings, IVRs, presentations, and so many explainer videos. So these are all small things which you need to practice, and you have to go across the market. When an artist or when a client is asking you saying that can you do this? Can you, because you seem to know this, and why don't you do this? Because in one script you might as well get a cartoon character, you might get a conversation. So we cannot say no to a client. See, all we have to do is a practice thing. That's all. So you get in course of time to look into a lot of opportunities and start doing them. And after that, I started branding myself through websites and established myself in social media and registered in voiceover forums, looked for opportunities, replied to requirements, participated in auditions, wrote to clients and spoke to them, sent voice samples, negotiated pricing, and all those happens to be or happen to be even today it is a daily routine. By then in 2019, few aspirants approached me saying that, sir, how to do voiceover? I'm interested. So I had tied up with some few studios and said, my people would like to have some voiceover classes, and I would like to share my knowledge with them. and for which the studio permitted me, and we used to have a cup of tea session. And we used to share the studio because they're spending the whole time with me, and the sound engineer's payment, all these things will be taken care. And students started liking it, and few who could not attend the workshop asked me, "Sir, is there anything coming across online? Because we are somewhere else, we can't come to Chennai for your classes." Online was something which is new. Technically, I'm just behind. So, what was online? How to do? I thought just interacting with people and how much of time it would require for me and for the person if there is internet disconnects or any other issue or power cut or data problem. What do we do? So then I realized that we need to make some video courses, and I started in 2019 with Udemy. That was my first online platform to start my voiceover video-based topic-wise sessions. And from then on, I started getting inquiry. And how did it happen? Like then I came to Gigsy, and from there on, I'm right now here. So getting on to online lessons with Gigsy is even more fun because there is a lot of transparency and honesty, and people are very friendly. And I'm so happy that last 10 months I'm with Gigsy, and right now I'm a mentor for so many other students pan India. And even people are there away from India. Vikram, is that a detailed description about me?
It's a lovely description, and I think it's given a very good understanding to everyone about how exactly you even went about your,
Yeah,
voiceover journey. In fact, sir, a lot of people actually don't take opportunities that come to them, and they overthink it. They sort of complicate life. They just don't, they analyze and they get into this analysis paralysis mode, right? Most of the time.
yeah, very
And
much.
one of the great things that I learned, when you were talking about your journey today,
Hmm.
was about the fact that you took opportunities that came to you, right?
Yeah,
And you took them to the next level. And this actually shows that if you go along with life's flow as much as you can, great things can happen, right? And
we don't climb 10 steps at a time. We just climb one by one. No? So it's a
absolutely,
long journey.
yeah,
We see the faith is the thing which we need to basically apply to our minds, and there should be no fear because I know there will be rejection because this is like any other business. Then people would reject your voice. People would say that no, 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 I just need a thin tone. You're having a basic one. I need a squeaky one. This is not suiting our requirement. You do have all these kind of things, and you need to just cross that and say that okay, if 10 guys are rejecting, the 11th guy is waiting for me. I'm in that positive mode. We have to be traveling and do not look back, and we always be better than everybody. If we learn a lot of things, we move across. Yesterday is better than today, so that's how we promote ourselves. And we have to socialize, we have to make friends, we have to negotiate, we have to be on the hunt of jobs so that a voice artist shines because he's a celebrity behind the mic.
absolutely, absolutely. And if there are people who would love to ask questions, please ask, and I will showcase them at the bottom bar below, and I will make sure that we showcase questions for Sir to respond to. So a lot of these, interesting features are there in the streaming tools, right? You can always showcase questions. People can make this interactive. Sure, we are mostly having a conversation and an interview here, but you can always go ahead and ask us questions, and I will showcase as many questions as I can here. Whatever comments you want to put out, please go ahead and do so, and I'll showcase most of the questions that you would want to ask, sir. Sir, again, thank you very much for talking about your detailed introduction. Um, in terms of just the voiceover industry per se, lots of applications, right? Not just ads. It could be movies, it could be radio jingles, it could be a lot of different things, sir. What is your
Correct.
opinion about what the industry is like for voiceover artists, and what the general opportunity is like, so that people who are seeing this interview can also understand if they have what it takes to make a career there?
Okay. See, the industry is quite open right now because after the social media has evolved itself in a more dynamic way, in any place you name it, you have it. Like anybody wants to have a voiceover. It could be a doctor, it could be a realtor, it could be a musician, it could be a playback singer, it could be animator, it could be a baker. Anybody who wants to promote their kind of material would like to have a voiceover. Maybe they don't know how to do it, or they shoot something and wait for a nice voice so that it happens on screen for marketing. So that is how. people are open for the kind of strategical, what do you call, like the opportunities are available. They just need a person to do it, like, because you have to identify who needs it. You have to fish out who are your clients, because the clients are available. Not all the clients are available through Facebook. There are corporates, there are a lot of companies who say that, who also give up, who also like not give up, like they shoot their informations through pop-ups or in emails. Or the requirements are already there. They don't advertise on the paper or something, but still the requirements are there. When you Google search, you could find the company. See, for example, explain a video companies and 2D companies, 3D companies, animation people, and ad agencies. A lot of people, they have a requirement, but still that goes internally. Like, even you would have contact with sound engineers, with studio people, and they share contacts. And one company refers you to another one because they are into forum. For example, I worked with one company who had a contract with me, and during the end of the contract, he said one of our sister concerns would like to have your voice because we have sent your samples, and probably you can talk with them so that they have your samples and you can register with them, or maybe you can address with them for new projects or something, and that company gets linked with you without even you knowing who they are. So that's how the diversification, and you get elevated, you get promoted. The propagation happens automatically once you do something for one company, and that company promotes you to another level. And one ad is there, he again says that who did this for you, and he just says that this person, this is number, and he gives me a call. The best thing is you don't even see the client who are requiring this and who you are. Like, they need is a voice which is magical, which is really really good for their product. They decide. They decide whether you have this voice, maybe a male voice or a female voice, or maybe both a dual voice for this product or this e-learning module. They decide. So the opportunities are there in the market. It's up to you to search, find the right client, and just write to them and say you are available. Because if you're sitting here as a voice artist, nobody would know you. You don't have a face value, you just only have your audio. You have your voice. That's all. A company who finds you, you have to approach the company and say that I am capable of this. I can do this for you. So when you self market yourself and apply to companies, there are a lot of opportunities which comes in pipeline for you.
It's a very, very good point that you brought up, sir, in terms of self marketing, right? One of the important things is to actually build a brand around yourself. And I believe you talk about this even in your video course, which is there on Gigsy.
Yes,
Right?
yes, yes, very much.
So, could you give us, a quick idea about some useful ways to self market yourself as a creative person? Could be a voiceover artist, but, of course, I think there are going to be a lot of common aspects to any creative person to actually self market themselves.
See how I'll start from my genre, like, because I come from this domain. Uh, at one point of time, I found that see, visiting card or a sample, an e-learning client would not like an ad voice, right? He would understand your tone, but he would say, "This is not what I want." So you have to categorize your samples. You have to have a proper professional studio recorded voice demo. And that voice demo should be for 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. That's even on the higher side, I'm telling you. If it is 1 minute, it's wonderful. And this voice sample will have the genres which would say that this person is capable of doing a Hindi one, English one, an ad, a documentary, an e-learning, a cartoon, whatever. Just do for 5 to 10 seconds and clip your voice and make it as one solid voice demo. That's one part to market. The second one is if you have a kind of a website and identity, like you showcase your brand yourself. That's your profile. You have a Facebook ID, you have a Insta. Likewise, if you have a website, that's your address. That's your best tool, because when somebody Google searches, they will say that is this person an identifiable person, or maybe he's a newcomer, amateur, how long he's there, who are his clients, and what is this person about. So when you have a website detailing yourself, like how you started, what is your place, who are your clients, what all you have done. And on top of it, if you have a YouTube space where you can dump in all your resources, maybe you could, if he's a baker, or if he's a musician, or if he's a cartoonist, if they try to have all their produced or whatever what do you get? The output that they have created, maybe a sample of it which could be dumped inside or which could be placed in YouTube and Facebook. So all these handles will definitely uh, make your availability even more wider because
Absolutely.
it gets hooked up. It gets automatically hooked up. See, Facebook, WhatsApp, Insta, everything is interlinked. You just post one, it goes to three people. From three, it goes to six, six to 12. It just magnifies it. It explodes. So that is how, like, see, when I get people, no, I don't call somebody and say that would you be interested in doing some voiceovers with me? Somebody gives me a call. How did it all happen? Social media. So you place yourself in that media, make use of it on the right time, on the right reason, for the right time. Just do it. It creates magic for you. You have
Absolutely.
n number of people from n different places to call you and ask you. You have a conversation. See, most of the business happens across on conversation, and only after that we have a meeting. In voiceover, we really don't have meetings. We just have a phone call and emails, and if possible, only then the client comes to studio or the client just believes that he's a professional, he just hand overs everything to you. If at all there is any correction, he comes back to you. That's all.
Absolutely. Yeah. Arvind is saying hello, by the way. I think he's down.
Hi, Aravind. How are you?
Can see his comment here. He's saying hello to everybody. Hi, Arvind. Thank you, the Indian DM, for joining us. Wonderful to see you here. So great, sir. I think one of the most relevant points that you picked up is to have this online profile going, right? Either through a website or through social media
Yeah.
channels. One of the things that I would like to bring up here is the fact that if you are on Gigsy,
Mm.
you actually don't need a site. Everything is available on your Gigsy page in one shot. So if you want to upload content, if you want to talk about yourself, if you want to upload video courses, whatever you want to do, all of those are available on Gigsy in one shot. So going from there, sir,
Mm.
how has your experience been on Gigsy in terms of getting
Yeah,
people onboarded and earning money through your passion more than anything else?
yeah. I really want to talk on that topic. Talking about Gigsy. See, it all started 10 months back, right? So, how all it happened? From where did I find you? I don't know. Gigsy. The word is magical. Like I don't know. It for me like Gigsy. What a short name and a catchy name. That really attracted me to explore. Like I'm lucky and happy to be an early bird with Gigsy team. The word Gixie actually was magical to me when it all started. And when I saw something like turn your passion into profit, wow, it triggered me to explore on the word monetization because we all know YouTube. Other than digital kind of courses that we do, we know what was monetization about. The word monetization happened to be heard only last 3 4 years, and I'm here today reasoning out from where I started. So basically, from Gixy, I found that it's a user-friendly interface to publish online courses. Not even courses; it could be products, it could be anything that you are talented with. And I have my courses both in English and Tamil. And apart from that, as you told, I have Big Screen Bytes, which is digital stock packs. It's all about 4K resolution video footages of various categories. And the best part in Gixy, which I found, is like it's a free to publish platform, and our account is active immediately, instantly. The creator can access or self access anytime, and the buyer can access lifetime. What more? And you come up with lots of innovative ideas and conduct webinars benefiting the creators. There is a Q&A session. We ask a dumbed out, you brilliantly resolve it. Like your tech team, your support, your main responses are amazing, guys, really. And Gixie is fast, connects well with all. And I really thanks for that, Gixie team.
Thank you very much, sir. They are very, very kind. Thank
I
you
was
very much.
really excited, Vikram, because your first earnings. These captions, no, we are not used to have these kind of captions. Your first earning. What is my first earning? Okay, great. First earning with Vixie. You wrote me a mail. I remember it was on September 10,
The team writes a mail. I don't write it,
2020.
but yes, yes.
I don't know. No, no, these kind of small caption words, no, these are phrases, no, it's having a life inside. See, I'm a voiceover guy. I see life into the text. Every text is a life for me. So I said, turn your passion to profit and gives the word and monetization. It's so honest and transparent. And in fact, I had recommended a couple of my people also, and they're already here, I guess. And the inspiration that you guys build are very, very nice. And I would like to say something. My son Lingesh, doing his third year BR, will soon launch his course, and It is that kind of inspiration because he sees in and out what I do.
Lovely, sir.
So he's into 30. He's 19 years. He's into 30th BR. He said, "Appa, can I do something?" And he said he learned a software recently for architecture things and those which I don't understand. And he says that I want to do this. I said, "Come on, create your passion. You can monetize. Pixie team is here and there. We can all chat and we are help to each other. Like we can help each other and do it." And slowly he's working on it. And right now he's on to the course and he completed soon. That's how it is
Great. We
so
are going to
nice
see
and lovely.
a father-son duo on Gigsy very soon. That's going to be so cool. Arvind is actually bringing up a very interesting point. We've been talking about Gigsy Bloom. I don't know if if you're able to see, sir. There is that comment section at the bottom of the screen.
I saw that. I'm yet to explore it because you
Yeah,
add features and sometimes I get panic. What was Bloom? We had a discussion. What was
yeah.
Bloom?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw the
So
icon
I'll
Bloom.
in fact tell you about Bloom here now that we are
Uh,
talking about it. In fact, Gigsy Bloom is something that is going to help you automate all your social media posts in one click, right?
yeah, Arvind told me this. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is
Okay.
going to be something which is going to make life easy for all creators across all sorts of genres.
So
And
what you mean to say? Sorry to interrupt you.
no problem, no problem.
One feed inside is going to multiply.
No, so let's say if you post something on Gigsy today, it's
Hmm.
automatically going to post the same content on all other social media channels. You don't have to keep duplicating effort. You don't have to go and type the same thing on Facebook, put the
Hmm.
same thing on Twitter, or put the same thing elsewhere. It all does it in one shot. So that's something that we are bringing, and we are very excited. We are in fact in the last legs of our beta testing of
Hmm.
Gigsy Bloom. We had a breakthrough today in terms of solving one or two really
Hmm.
buggy problems that we had with the Gigsy Bloom app, and really close to releasing it to creators within Gigsy so that they can start using it.
Hmm.
So I would request that any creator who comes onto Gigsy, please use Gigsy Bloom. And of course, first invites are two people who are on the WhatsApp Gigsy Creator Central group. So if you're on the WhatsApp Gigsy Creator Central group, and if you've signed up as a creator on Gigsy, you are going to get access to Gigsy Bloom very, very soon. It'll be available on both Apple and Android devices. So, we are excited about it. It's going to be something really cool, and we hope to see it take off really well. One additional thing that Arvind seems to be saying, which is pretty interesting, is this. He's saying, I've also found that wearing both your maker and entrepreneur hat is critical for success as a creator. Being a starving artist is a bad business model. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. What do you say, sir, about this?
100%, 100%. Because every day is not the same day for an artist. Because you'd see a boom on a day, you'd see really a flat day. You would not know. One day you'll be pumped up with lots of voice over job. One day it'll be so dry. You need to balance it. That's all. I know it's very, very tough because competition is there. For example, if Aravind, you, me, all are voice artists, if we three all compete and send us samples, Aravind gets a job and two are out of the job. Why does it happen? Because the requirement is one. The client needs just one, and there are 10 samples which is going. He decides and he fixes it. For him, the best would be the worst would be the best. He decides. For example, is there a budget constraint for him, or if he feels that no, suddenly I don't want a male voice, I just want a female voice, he drops it. So it's all like a topsy turvy situation, and you're like a cat on the wall case. You would have, you would not have. Few clients would sign a contract with you, the rest of the job you're assured. 3 months you would do and say, he says that the project is closed. What would we do? You really starve. So that is the case happens, which happens, and see, these are all like small things, petty issues. Just throw them out of the way. And if one is stopping the doors or closing the doors, just knock the other one. Find
Lovely
yourself with another
advice.
one.
Lovely advice. What's stopping you, right? I mean,
Yeah,
you
you are
know,
open. See, I'm an artist. For him, the requirement is over. For him, the project is over. Why would I bang my head and say that when is my next job coming from you? I said goodbye, boss. Thank you so much for working with us, and I just go to the next client. And he says, "Oh my God, we never knew you were there. Please take this." So such kind of red carpet welcome is also there. Please try to be positive in whatever we do. And I even had another conversation the other day with Arvind also. The bad days and the bitter days of everyone and this stupid COVID pandemic lockdown, it drove us crazy to the core. See, we are all breadwinners on a daily basis. We are all self-employed. We are all freelancers. What do we do? Just have faith. Don't get panicked and don't have fear at all. Tomorrow is our day. No regrets, no expectations. Always let's be better than before. That's all.
Brilliant, sir. I mean, if there is any life advice for people who are watching this interview, great life advice, golden words. Don't forget, I mean, don't bother about yesterday. Just do what is there today. Always be a better version of yourself. Learn every
Yes,
day. And that's
yes,
something that you can really do in a beautiful manner on a daily basis. Be present, right? More than anything else, be present, be in the moment. That is
yeah.
what is more important.
And
Sir,
Vikram, this was
yeah,
the time that the social media is opening up, and we have so much of hidden things which is inside. In those days, last 10 years back, no, not even a pen drive was available. Nobody would give a note on a Facebook saying that or on a mail. It'll be like a gate crashing thing. You know that when I just put e-learning companies in Chennai, e-learning companies in India, e-learning companies in Bombay, it'll just list some 5 to 7 big companies. And by then they would already have artists. How would I go gate crash and say that, boss, I'm here from Chennai, I can do a better job, and maybe the rates are better, or maybe my rates are low, or maybe I'm costlier, or they are a little better. So all these itchy bitchy things comes and confuses like until you get a job. But the day you get a job, you're happy. So until then, just believe in yourself and do the right thing at the right time and for the right reason. It will happen. Be positive. Yeah.
absolutely. I think these are great pieces of advice for everybody who's not only trying to, set out on their own, but also trying to make a career with their own passion. So great words of advice, sir. Thank you so much. A couple more questions. I think mostly Arvind is the guy who's asking most of these questions. So
Yes, Arvind.
yeah, request the other guys also to ask questions. This is uh, one of the questions that he has asked, sir. Sometimes if you charge money, some artists claim that you're a sellout. What do you do about that?
Could you please repeat the question? Sometimes you charge money. I didn't hear the second word.
Yeah, it's right there in the caption downstairs. If you can see it on the screen,
Yeah,
yeah, can you see it?
personality plays a very important part in
Yeah,
selling out art. Is that one?
yeah. So there's something called sometimes if you charge money, some artists claim that you're a sellout. What do you need to do about that?
See, nothing comes free in this world. And we say that anything has a charge on top of it. And for goodwill, what you can do, give a piece of suggestion and advice. Everybody has their own bread to earn, right? So maybe we can negotiate, and that's important. You have to sell out yourself. Maybe you can just negotiate on the deal and say that this is what is the best that we can do, and still we can take up the job. But still, in case you feel that that's too low, it's better to avoid and stay happy.
Yeah, I think a couple of things from my perspective also. If you are giving a piece of yourself to someone in terms of your own, skill being shared or your own content being shared, it's not, unfair to be asking people to be paying you because you are pouring in blood, sweat, and tears to actually make it happen.
Exactly,
And
because it's your time, effort, your quality, and your
absolutely,
product. It's that creates money. Because why do you want to do for somebody who's going to pay you after 60 days?
yeah,
When you go there and sit and work for him and say that this is the product I'm giving you, and he markets it, he makes revenue out of it, and say that I'll give you on a 90 days credit or a 60 days credit. It doesn't work on that way. It's sometimes it. I don't know who all started this credit period and all these things.
yeah.
That's really something like 30 days is fine with any business because we have to understand each other. We have to roll up, and money keeps coming, money keeps going out. You have overheads, you have expenses, you have so much of things which is understandable. But when you do something on a goodwill or say, quote, low end, if you're not selling out properly, that craft goes waste because somebody's underestimating you. Somebody's saying that, oh, this guy, this person, he can give it. Fine, just do one plus one. That should not be the case. You have to say no when it is a no.
Value your art, say no when there is a need to say no. Make sure that people understand your craft and they appreciate what you're doing, what you bring to the table as an
Absolutely.
artist. Yeah,
Perfect.
and that's sometimes that is what makes a difference when people understand the value that you bring to the table and you work with them, and that is when they start realizing that there is something really unique and very valuable about you as an artist, right? And that's important. Sir,
What happens, Vikram, is sometimes you do it, you realize that you have overdone it for peanuts. Because if it is not recognized, for example, an artwork, if it is being worked, see, an artist, maybe he's a creator, maybe he's an painter, he crafts it so well, with so much of time and patience, with his back aching and his fingers painful. He does something which is wonderful. And somebody is saying that what is this? I can buy only for this much. It doesn't mean that because of the costing the product gets on a low market. It's the time and effort and the quality of input that the person has shelled out has to be understood by the buyer. That is what I'm trying to educate with my people also. If my client is saying that no, we don't have a budget, I would say please make use of this resource or this money with your own people and save this money in your pocket. Do not hire somebody. You can save this also. You have 10 people in your company, 100 people. You audition yourself. Ask the person to do it for you. The job gets done. Don't call us.
சார் ஒரு கொஸ்டின் கேக்குறேன்.
Sometimes,
பரவாயில்லையா? தமிழ்ல தான்
சொல்லுங்க
கேட்கலாம் ஒரு கொஸ்டின்.
சொல்லுங்க சொல்லுங்க.
சார் என் வாய்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்கு?
நல்லா இருக்கு. நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னா எவ்ரிபடி ஹேஸ் அ ஜாப். விக்ரம், everybody can't be Amitabh Bachchan or Kamala Hassan or Shah Rukh Khan. Everybody are designed with some kind of unique vocal chords and texture and tonality matters. See, that's what I said. Now, if you, me, and Aravind or anybody X, Y, Z apply for an audition, what if you get it? And if I say that, boss, I'm a voice artist, he just came yesterday, you gave the job to him. It's not that. It's that person who decides your voice. For him, what the product would be, how it's going to be listened to matters. So, what I say, my people, is everybody are unique in their own domain, in their own tonality or the texture of voice. You have been designed in such a way that you have a sweet tone, you have a cracky tone, you have melody tone, you have a grumpy, you have a brittle, cracky, I don't whatever tone you have, no, you can do it. You can do it because you have a market for that. There are clients who needs voiceovers. I can't retire in one company saying that okay, Yogesh is my voice artist for the rest of 10 years. Nobody's like that. 1 year down the line, you would say, "Boss, I'm getting bored with your voice. I need Darwin. I need Vikram. I need this, that, X, Y." That's all. So I'm out. So I'm staying out of my business. Somebody else enters into. And again, after 2 years, he said, "We have a project. Can you come back and do for us?" And that's how the industry works.
Yeah, I think negotiating the realities of the industry is something that is very important in
It's
general.
all a
And
fact, Vikram.
yeah,
In any business, it's a real fact that I've seen. It's not only me. Everybody are in the same place. We don't see. We have to have a bunch of clients ultimately.
absolutely, sir. Sir, towards the end of the interview now, so I would like to ask a couple of very important questions.
All
One
right.
is, please talk about your Tamil and English video courses that you've put up on Gigsy. I think it's important for people to know what these video courses are about.
Okay. For people who are looking into jump into the craft of voiceover, who do not know what exactly is voiceover, for people who feels that it's just a talking skill, it is not that. Because when you talk, இப்போ நான் சிம்பிளா சொல்ல போனா, if you are a good singer, would you get a chance to sing for a film? Or maybe would you be called for in a place or an orchestra to sing a song? You need a practice, you need a training, you need to undergo certain basic requirements to enhance, modulate, know the nuances and metrics in voiceover industry. The industry has grown in such a way that it expects the perfection, which means that your voice may be good or may not be, but still, when you do with some perfection, you can create one. You can make your voice magical. And for people who are looking for this kind of recession free work in the long run, and where you can also be an IT person, or maybe you're a chartered accountant, you're a doctor, you're a teacher, whatever you are like. And if you feel that you have a passion and say that this craft is going to earn money for me, please set aside and start working on it. Because you have to know, because if you are not working on your craft, who else would be like? Because when you say that I can sing, you have to sing. It's just like I have a swimming suit and say that I can swim. It's not like that. Get onto the waters, swim and see yourself. Only then swimming comes to you. That is how it has to be. Like you have a bunch of vegetables and say that I'm going to cook biryani for you. You should know how to cook it. That's how it creates. That's how you have to know the industry. Before getting onto the industry, my simple request to new people are research well. If you find something which is good, find a mentor. It could be A, B, C. Find a mentor, talk to them, understand what are voiceovers, what are the different variations, what is modulation, why do we need to modulate, why e-learning is different from
Did we lose him?
Exercise,
Yeah.
your breathing exercises. Somebody spoke to me.
Yeah, I think we lost you there for a couple of seconds. I think you're back now. Yeah.
Oh, I was just saying that how are we going to market ourselves? How are we going to make ourselves available in the market? Learning the nuances and metrics of the voiceover industry. All you have to do is practice a lot, find your mentor, and train yourself in such a way that whichever genre is easy for you. For some, IVR would be good. For some, it's what do you call e-learning. For some, it's advertisements. Focus on those domains. Practice well. Go to a sound studio nearby. Take a voice demo. Make it professional, and discuss with your people who are very genuine, who wants you to improve your voice and make a voiceover earning out of it. So consult with them, take a feedback, be positive, and practice a lot. You can be a voice artist. Definitely, you can be a voice artist because not everyone are alike. Everybody has their own potential of voicing their talent. If a client requires you, you have a chance there. You would require 10 people as an audition. If you get through, the job is yours. And from the day on, he keeps asking you to do the next project. So this is how step by step everybody does. So have faith. So find a mentor and train yourself and work on your craft. It will come for you.
Sir,
Just
as
know,
part of your, sorry to interrupt, but as part of your video course purchase, they get to access you also, right? In order to get mentored by you.
yeah, yeah, very much, very much. See, I have told in my video courses myself that I'm available 24/7. If not, I'm picking up my call. They can WhatsApp me and I can resolve any of their issues. See, all my students are there in my WhatsApp group, and I interact with them. Hello,
Yeah, yeah, go on, sir, please. Yes, we can
I
hear you.
think the power is gone here. I think. Can you?
We can hear you. We can hear you. Go on, please.
The video is gone.
No, no, the video is on. No problem.
Okay. Um, they are reachable. They can reach me anytime, and they can anytime they can talk to me, and they find any doubts cropping up in their mind. They are open to come to my workshop. It's absolutely transparency. Like once they log into my courses, and my number is available with them, and they can shoot me for any kind of doubts, clarifications, feedback, send their practiced voice tone, and they can ask me any kind of doubts in between or in between the session if they're going through also. They can ask me whatever they need, and I'm there to reply to them. I'm
Brilliant.
accessible. I'm accessible.
Brilliant, brilliant. So both video courses, there are video
Yes,
courses available in Tamil as well as English, and
yes.
just by paying 789 rupees all inclusive, you get access to Sir. You also get access to his video courses on Gigsy. So if you want to go and access Sir's video courses, go to gigsy.in/Yogeshwaran, and you will find all his material and video courses right there. And we have almost come to the end of the interview, sir. How have you? Have you had fun during this entire time?
Really, really. Thanks for having me here. I'm
Thank you
so
so much.
happy and delighted.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much. Thank you
you're
so
most
much.
welcome. And I thank to all my loving friends, my family, my teachers, and including all my clients and my dear students. You all made this happen today. God
Thank you.
bless
Thank you
all.
so much. And before we go, Nehal is going to ask a question because Nehal has been quiet all this while. She will ask a question. Nehal,
Okay,
over to you.
please.
Yeah, so just as you said, you have been in Gigsy for like 10 months. So what features like you would recommend other creators on Gigsy that they can use and put a value to their content?
Okay, nice question. Okay, if you are a creator, uh, which means that you have polished yourself or you have grown up your skill sets in one particular domain, please try to exhibit that on Gigsy. And that's a wonderful platform where you can monetize it. And uh, to add value to the points, the make use of the platforms well because they have a subscription model. They have you can also add your feeds and like Vikram was saying, the Bloom one. And I myself, because I stick on to my video courses and my products, which are also into the video streams section. So apart from video courses, maybe I have to explore more because it's a learning stage for me also. Because I'm sticking only onto my domain. I've not explored into, and I see creators posting their uh, products, and I just click that and see, and I just share and I just live it like, because I myself have to explore more in Pixie technically to know more about. Like Vikram was saying, I should explore Bloom. I should explore the subscription. You have tiers. I have not gone into this because I thought this is my domain, because video based sessions or video based learning is my cup of tea. Like, so anybody who has a product other than video, and if you feel that you can have some kind of information which could be monetized, knowledge sharing, and I find this platform is very unique and so fast and reliable, which makes you monetizing. I mean, which makes your monetization level even more better than anything else, I would say. And it's really an awesome monetization platform for creators. So just turn your passion to profit. That's all. Did I answer the question, Nahil, or should I
Yeah,
explain?
yeah, yeah. I think you did. In fact, Nehal will also agree.
Yeah,
Won't you know?
definitely.
Yeah, so in fact, I'll quickly tell people about feeds and tiers right now. On Instagram, if you put posts, or on Facebook, if you keep putting posts, everybody who's in your network gets to see
Mm,
your posts, right? Whether they're text posts or audio posts or video posts. But on
mm,
Gigsy, you can
mm,
actually start a feed and start posting on that feed at any point in time, whenever you want.
mm,
And only people who pay you a monthly subscription fee, which you
mm,
set, in fact, that's the price that you set,
mm, mm,
will they be able to access all the posts on your feed, right? So it's about setting a price for your own feed and getting people to unlock your feed by paying you a monthly subscription amount, so that no content goes out for free. Ultimately, what happens is, on a monthly basis, people pay you. Imagine if 100 people pay you 200 rupees a month, you're already talking about making close to 20,000 rupees a month, right? So that's the power of subscriptions, and that's how we've integrated the posts and the feed system into Geeksy.
I, I appreciate this, Vikram, but would my kind of video courses also get a subscription, because it's interlinked with each other? Chapter
Yeah.
one, chapter two, chapter
So
three.
you can in fact start putting out individual videos, sir, on your feed, and upload one video per post and make it a part of your own feed, and get people to pay you a monthly subscription fee instead of paying you a one-time fee, right? So people can pay
Okay.
you on a monthly basis to access content, and content can keep you can keep drip feeding content over a period of time.
Okay, fine. Because that goes on topic based. Because when somebody's asked me a question and I create a video on that answering the question, that becomes a module. So
In fact,
that goes. Okay.
Exactly that, right? So if people want to access quick question and answers from you,
Mm,
that
mm,
could be a feed. In fact, you can say, if you want to get quick question and answers from me, subscribe
mm,
to my bronze feed, and you can set your bronze feed at whatever price you want, and
mm,
you
mm.
answer those questions as part of your posts on your bronze feed itself. So that way, it makes it very, very simple. So people pay you a monthly fee in order to ask you questions, and you can answer them also, right?
Yeah, yeah. So what I thought right now, what I was having in YouTube is like, I have an FAQ session in YouTube, which I just keep only for my students and for people who are not able to access my course. I
Yeah,
just go ahead, look into the YouTube and find out all the possibilities. Fine, please come and join me.
yeah, yeah.
So that's how I interlink with both. And people who say that, sir,
Very good
can
idea.
I can I have more questions? I can't be dumping all my videos into Gigsy sometimes. So it might be even more wider. So I thought that anybody who wants to have extra questions, like you said, I'd never had gone into the subscription model, but I still give them as a video feed through YouTube, which I can link it up anytime, right? So that I can do.
Yeah. So
Then I have to keep
subscriptions,
that
like I
as
said,
private and link it up.
absolutely, absolutely. So subscriptions are a very powerful way of actually putting out content slowly
Mhm.
over a period of time and getting people to unlock your feed. So that's something that all creators are advised to do. A lot of people run subscriptions on Geeksy. There are artists, there are illustrators, there are musicians who run subscriptions, and people support them on a monthly basis because they love the creator and they love the content that the creator is providing. So that's something that's really cool that can be used. Um so I think we've come to the end of the interview today. Thank you very much, Yogeshwaran sir. Thank you. Vanakkam. Nandri, thank you so much for coming here, and thank you
Um,
for gracing the occasion and being gracious enough to have this interview with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, team. Thank you, Gigsy, an awesome platform for creators like us. And thanks for having me here. And it was all fun. I enjoyed the conversation. See you all.
Thank
And for
you.
people who are watching this, happy voicing. Bye bye.
Thank you. Happy voicing, everyone. Shubharatri, and have a great weekend ahead. See you, everybody. Bye bye.
Yes. See you. Bye bye.